Candace Parker ranks Angel Reese as a C-tier player, igniting backlash. WNBA legend Candice Parker sparked controversy by placing Angel Reese in the C-tier of her player rankings. This tier included players viewed as developing or limited in their impact, rather than established stars. Reese, known for her high-energy rebounding and frequent double-doubles, was ranked below players like Caitlin Clark and elite names like A'ja Wilson and Breanna Stewart. Fans of Reese, often referred to as the Reese's Pieces online, immediately lashed out, accusing Parker of being a hater and downplaying Reese's accomplishments. However, Parker clarified that her decision was based solely on basketball fundamentals and leadership impact, not personal bias. She emphasized that being ranked higher requires the ability to carry a team and be a primary scoring option, qualities she believes Reese has not yet shown. This moment marked the beginning of a wider debate about how much weight should be given to individual stats versus actual contributions to winning basketball games. Parker defends her assessment: role player, not a franchise leader. Despite the uproar, Candace Parker stood firm on her evaluation of Angel Reese. In a follow-up appearance on the Good Follow podcast, Parker reiterated that her analysis was strictly about basketball performance, not personal attacks or character judgments. She stated that Reese excels in her specialized role, particularly as an offensive rebounder, and has shown notable growth. However, Parker made it clear that being great at a role doesn't make someone a franchise cornerstone. In her words, to earn a higher tier, a player must be able to carry a team, lead in pressure situations, and consistently be a first or second offensive options, something she believes Reese has not demonstrated. Parker's stance emphasized that star status in the WNBA is earned through team impact, not just personal stats. Her calm's reasoned defense only deepened the contrast between Reese's media hype and what Parker views as her actual on-court influence. Reese's double-doubles, impressive stats, minimal impact. A central point in Candace Parker's critique. A key theme in the video is that Angel Reese's highly publicized double-doubles don't actually contribute meaningfully to her team's success. While Reese consistently puts up double-digit points and rebounds, the Chicago Sky continue to lose games at an alarming rate, even when she hits those benchmarks. The video argues that these stats are empty numbers. They look good in box scores and headlines, but don't translate to wins. One shocking statistic cited: Chicago's win percentage improves significantly when Reese plays fewer than 30 minutes. This suggests that her extended time on the court may be hurting the team's performance, not helping it. Analysts and insiders echoed Parker's sentiment, explaining that Reese's rebounding totals can't compensate for her high turnover rate, poor decision-making, and lack of team cohesion. The narrative emerging is that Reese's double-doubles may be more about personal branding than winning basketball. The Minnesota Lynx game exposed deep flaws in Reese's game. One game in particular, Chicago Sky's blowout loss to the Minnesota Lynx, become a turning point in the public discourse about Angel Reese. In that matchup, Reese recorded 9 turnovers, a -19+-, and repeatedly forced bad passes, missed easy shots, and committed unforced errors. Analysts dissected the game film and concluded that this wasn't just a bad night, it was a clear example of recurring weaknesses in Reese's game. Her struggles under pressure, poor ball handling, and low basketball IQ in key moments were on full display. The turnovers weren't caused by elite defense. They were the result of sloppy execution and questionable decision-making. This performance undercut the idea that Reese is a rising superstar. Instead, it gave critics new ammunition to argue that her impressive rebound numbers masked serious flaws that hurt team performance. The game also revealed how vulnerable the Sky become when opposing teams intentionally target Reese, knowing she'll likely break down under defensive pressure. Opponents now target Reese as a defensive weak link, following Angel Reese's high turnover performance against the Minnesota Lynx. Opposing coaches began to exploit her weaknesses deliberately. The video explains how teams are now designing defensive schemes to force the ball into Reese's hands during critical moments, knowing she's prone to poor decisions, forced passes, and turnovers. This isn't just a fluke tactic, it's become a blueprint for disrupting the Chicago Sky's offense. by pressuring Reese or baiting her into playing a point-forward role she's not equipped for. Defenses create chaos and easy scoring opportunities off her mistakes. The result? Momentum shifts, lost possessions, and demoralized teammates. Video emphasizes that Reese's weaknesses aren't being masked anymore, they're being targeted. And worse, the Sky's coaching staff has been slow to adjust, often leaving her in high-pressure roles she can't handle. Making the problem even more obvious, shift marks a dangerous turn in Reese's reputation, from overhyped rookie to strategic liability. Sky performed better when Reese plays, lest one of the most damning revelations in the video is a statistical pattern. Now, Chicago Sky have a higher win percentage in games where Angel Reese plays fewer than 30 minutes. While that might seem counterintuitive for a player averaging a double-double, the underlying data tells a different story. In contrast, when her minutes are limited, the Sky show better cohesion, improved offensive flow, increased contributions. From role players who otherwise deferred to Reese's rebound-incentric game, the takeaway is clear. Reese's high usage rate does not lead to winning basketball. Instead of elevating the team, her presence on the floor spatially for long stretches tends to disrupt team dynamics. This reinforces Candace Parker's original assessment. Reese is a role player, not a leader, and the numbers prove the Sky are. Better when they lean away from making her the focal point. Analysts and insiders back Candace Parker's assessment, after Candace Parker publicly ranked Angel Reese as a C-tier player. A wave of basketball insiders and analysts began to echo her critique. What started as a controversial opinion quickly gained traction as others in the basketball community validated Parker's claims with data and film analysis. These analysts pointed out that Reese's stats are often misleading, inflating her value with meaningless double-doubles in blowout losses. Her high turnover rate, particularly from forced passes and poor ball handling, actively hurts team momentum. She's not a reliable playmaker or scoring option. Opponents are now game planning specifically to exploit her weaknesses. This growing consensus made it clear. Parker wasn't being petty or disrespectful. She was just being honest. Her reputation as a two-time WNBA MVP and proven winner gave her words weight. Now, others felt empowered to say what they had been thinking all season. Angel Reese might be more hype than substancy, at least at this stage in her career. Reese versus Clark. A manufactured rivalry exposed. The video highlights how the WNBA and media tried to manufacture a rivalry between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, hoping to boost interest and ratings, while the contrast between the two players created headlines. Candace Parker's tier rankings exposed just how lopsided that comparison really is. Parker placed Caitlin Clark in the A tier, praising her for elevating her teammates, transforming the Indiana Fever's offense, demonstrating high basketball IQ and leadership, contributing directly to win CIN as a rookie. In contrast, Reese was placed in the C tier, with Parker and others pointing out that her style of play often disrupts team chemistry and that she hasn't shown the ability to lead or carry a team. The video argues that this rivalry was built more on brand marketing than basketball reality. While Clark's impact is measurable through improved team performance and increased viewership, Reese's impact is mostly limited to individual stats and media hype. The conclusion: you can't fake greatness, and Clark has proven hers on the court. While Reese is still trying to live up to a role, she may not be ready for marketing versus performance. Reese's brand can't hide on-court struggles. Angel Reese has become one of the most recognizable names in women's basketball, thanks not just to her play, but to a powerful personal brand built around nicknames like Bayou Barbie, Rebound Queen, and Double-Double Barbie. Her marketing team has crafted a persona that appeals to fans and media alike. But according to the video, that image isn't backed by actual winning performance. Despite the branding, Reese's encore production hasn't led to victories. The Sky are frequently blown out, struggle with consistency, and perform better when Reese is on the bench or limited in minutes. Critics argue this proves that promotion and popularity can't replace substance, and that Reese's celebrity status has outpaced her impact as a player. Candace Parker and others warn that marketing can only go so far eventually. The spotlight demands real results. And when it comes to winning basketball, Reese is increasingly being viewed as a role player disguised as a superstar. is more flash than foundation. 10. Fans and analysts now see through the hype. Winning over hype-driven stats, the video concludes. With a stark message, the truth about Angel Reese is now impossible to ignore. Thanks to Candace Parker's honest assessment and the flood of supporting evidence, fans and analysts alike are beginning to see through the media-driven hype surrounding Reese. Here's what the evidence shows: Reese's double-doubles don't lead to wins. The Chicago Sky perform better without her in high-minute roles. Turnover issues and decision-making flaws are being exposed by opposing teams. Meanwhile, players like Caitlin Clark are elevating their teams, drawing millions of viewers, transforming franchises. The video frames Reese as part of a broader WNBA, manufactured stardom based on marketability rather than real impact. In contrast, the league's future is being shaped by players who prioritize winning, make teammates better, and perform under pressure. The final takeaway: empty stats and branding can only carry a player so far. It's the real stars like Clark, Wilson, and Stewart prove their value in the only place that matters: the win column.